Assalamu alaikum all. So today I'm going to be talking about practice speaking French to myself to overcome my fear of speaking. Now, I've been learning French for a while now. The toughest bit has been speaking because a lot of stuff needs to happen in your brain and that needs to go into your mouth muscles and you need to actually say it, think about what to say, respond to people. And yeah, it's something that has been definitely a bit of a struggle and I want to learn. So we're planning to go to France again next year. So I really want to kind of build up my French before that. And one of the things I picked up was practicing speaking just to myself and just speaking out loud. And I'm going to talk about today and why that's been such a fantastic thing for me to do. So welcome. On this channel, I share my journey learning languages as a Muslim. Now, I've had this fear of speaking in another language just because, you can get stressed. You don't know what words to say. You need to listen to what the other person said. And, there's so many things that kind of go through my mind and kind of feel a bit of pressure as well when you're trying to talk. So what I wanted was a lazy and stress-free way to practice speaking. And, I believe things definitely need to be easy so that, I can grasp the language and stick to it and not give up. So when things get stressful or difficult, that's when I can give up. So it's really important, especially in the initial stages, just to make it kind of as easy as possible to do it and not too complicated, not too many steps and things like that. Then I saw a video about practicing a language by speaking to yourself. This was like by someone called Pearly. And she's like a language learning sort of channel online, and I'll have a link to that in the description to a YouTube channel. And I thought this was a great way to practice. And one of the reasons for that is because it reduces the pressure, especially as a beginner. You don't want to worry about it getting it wrong, looking silly, all of that sort of stuff, or just kind of freezing. So what I do is I can just kind of just look at the wall or something and just kind of just talk to myself. Actually, I don't actually look at the wall. I kind of look at a screen or something or whatever I'm repeating, and also kind of gets your muscles used to saying the language, like certain words and things like that. Like in French, the letter R, and just kind of getting used to the way everything goes. Your mouth, your juices, everything needs to kind of get going. Also, your brain needs to get used to talking into another language. It needs to see what you're talking or what you're responding to, and then kind of pass that signal down to your mouth as well. And then other thing is, it's just like this feeling of speaking in another language. It can be very strange if you've never spoke that language before. If I've never spoken Swahili and I suddenly start talking it, you can imagine that's quite a very extreme example there, but I just think I'm trying to speak French. It's all these different words and things like that I need to speak of. So it can be very difficult and weird to get into that frame of mind. So definitely I'm trying to speak as much as I can to try and get me used to that feeling, kind of feel confident that, I can speak this language. Now, how do I speak to myself? Well, basically, I just kind of repeat what I hear, just make it as easy as possible to do it. There's lots of different ways to do this. But recently I got into Duo Lingo, and my video for next week is going to be how I found Duo Lingo for 30 days. And a surprise was that I actually found it really good. And what I do is I kind of use Duo Lingo to say stuff, or as I'm going through the lesson, I kind of repeat it out loud. And really good thing with Duo Lingo is you have the audio, the text, it's on your phone. It's so easy. You could just get cracking, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do it with Duo Lingo. So this is the lesson I'm on at the moment. You might have heard that. So I'll just say oui, Marie. So that's a really easy way to just practicing it. And then I'm just getting onto my next lesson. Say ça. So I have to kind of ça. So I have to pick the right word. So I just kind of keep doing that. It's like all these little sort of habits that I'm kind of getting into. And then here's another one. Oui, Paul. So as you know, these are quite easy ones at the moment, but as it does get more and more complicated as you start doing more and more stuff. And the other thing is I watch something online, pause and repeat the sentence. So, as a beginner, I need something simple. There's a couple of good channels like Easy French. There's another one called François avec Paul. So avec Pierre, sorry. He's got like 2.5 million subscribers. But just repeat a few bits for that. But this is like another method as well. So here he is talking. So I don't know if you can hear that. So here he said, "Et n'oubliez pas, c'est toujours très important." So I kind of repeat what they say. And it's quite good, as you keep saying it as well. It feels a bit weird at first, but as you keep saying it, it kind of gets better and better. And yeah, and one of the things with language is definitely like a lot of comprehensible input, you know, and that's something I've been mainly talking about. I've seen a lot of polyglots and stuff talk about that, you know, watching YouTube and Netflix, having the subtitles on, watching it, having the visuals, and just constantly getting that kind of input in you to get your brain used to it. This is like, I know Stephen Krasson, someone that you hear a lot of polyglots talk about. He has sort of made this famous. Lingo Steve talks a lot about this from Stephen Krasson. And yeah, definitely agree with that. But now what I'm doing is, now I'm starting to do more output now. So I'm talking to myself, and, you know, also going to be talking to my teacher on Preply as well. And, you know, it is still important to get lots of comprehensible input. So, you know, I still need to make sure I'm watching TV shows and things with subtitles and stuff like that, constantly listening as well. And yeah, and the key thing is that, you know, I will keep the channel updated. I'm going to hopefully start talking to more people as well, different people. And that is my ultimate goal with me with France trip coming up very soon. So yeah, just want to say thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button as it really helps.